Preparation, presentation, and compensation.
Yeah, but let's stop doing these raggedy things.
If that means cooking, you need to get the right ingredients, good ingredients.
And you need to be clean. You need to be clean when you cook now.
Oh my God, why did I even say that?
You know, some people, I'm just not gonna eat from you because your presentation ain't right.
Okay. Back to my YouTube channel. I am the Erica Jones. I'm here with my best friend,
Nicole Sylynn Sanders.
Yes, and since you subscribed to my page, now you'll find out what PPC stands for. What does that stand for, Nicole?
You tell me.
Oh, you got it. You don't have your glasses.
Yeah.
She's trying to look cute. Anyway,
Didn't
preparation.
feel like putting my contacts in.
Yeah, that's a task. She putting glass in her eyes. Literally, like they aren't soft, they're hard. It's ridiculous. But anyway, preparation, presentation, and compensation by way of pay. So really was gonna be PPP, but I added the C for compensation instead of pay.
So you might be saying, how did you all come up with those acronyms? It's about marketing yourself in the secular arena as well as the gospel arena. Now I will give you a short snippet of my experience in the marketing world. I have 2 degrees.
Come on.
I never desired to market because I was not one. Any marketing field you get in, I don't care what it is, quotas are expected every month. And you get fired easily for it. So my sister happened to be home one day and someone called her and was like, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, do you know anybody who has a degree in blah, blah? Well, my degree is in public administration with a concentration in healthcare. So my sister's sitting over the sink. I don't know nobody. I don't know. I'm sitting over there like me. Long and short, got the job. I had to do a presentation. They gave me literature. They gave me 30 minutes to read over it. I had to come back in and do a presentation. They had their staff from New Orleans and they had their staff from Baton Rouge. I got hired. Well, when I got the job in the hospice, I worked in the hospice field for about 11 and a half to 12 years. I found that a lot of people in hospice were going out lying to families. And one thing I told my manager is, I said, I need to go out with the nurses to see what type of care they're providing. So once I went out with our nurses and saw what type of care they were providing, I took the job along with the excellent pay and the bonuses.
Sidebar, this type of thing, hospice, for the African American, we do not, we're just afraid of hospice.
It's a myth.
It's a big myth.
It's a myth.
You think
if I put my grandmother on hospice, when I put my grandmother on hospice, she died. When I put my granddaddy on hospice, he died. Well, the doctors told you 6 months ago to do it. And you waited until the 9th hour. So you weren't able to receive all the services. And I'm here for anybody whose loved one is in that situation, because there are a lot of hospice companies out there. The last one I worked for, I didn't stay long because it was a joke and they were lying. They were not providing the services that they had us going out there marketing for. But in the hospice arena, you're competing with so many companies. So I had to figure out a different way in which I approached. The first P was what?
Preparation.
I would prep at home, whether it be pens, water bottles. It was all kinds of
food too.
Oh, I brought food everywhere. Whatever my people wanted, I brought it to them. So I would prepare at home, and it was a necessity to prepare because a lot of these facilities, they're used to fake and phony people coming in there, you know, hey, how you doing, such and such, such and such. And after I built a rapport with quite a few of my clients, they'd be like, that's bleep bleep, ain't getting none of our patients, just as fake as I don't know what. Then my presentation, when I went into my doctor's offices, you had to be well versed in what was going on in the world, sports. You had to be well-rounded in all subjects, because you are trying to build a camaraderie where the person figures out that you're genuine.
Right.
So that's what
you have to build trust in the people.
That's what won me over. And of course, the people used to look forward to, they'd be like, what she got on today? What she got on today? And I strutted in 3.5, 4-inch heels every day.
She did. Mm-hmm.
At patients' homes, hospitals, nursing homes, assisted living, I did it all. So I won them over with me being genuine. And when I tell you that my compensation was them sending me patients. My first week that I came on to my first hospice company, I brokered a relationship with a doctor that signed on to our hospice company that week, and he sent me 6 patients that week. And he was a doctor that really loved his patients.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was not going to send them. He was like, you are a godsend. And even when I had rough months, like doctors don't like to send patients during holidays.
Right.
They will hold on to patients. I go to my people and I'm like, I'm not having a good month. And I'd get Mirthel on the horn, and she'd start praying, and I swear to God, I swear to God, the next day I would have 4 or 5 patients. So
the power of prayer.
So you have to prepare.
Yeah.
Your presentation
will lead to a good compensation.
Will lead to good compensation. Mm-hmm. So let's flip it. Mm-hmm. That's my little spiel. Let's talk about the church arena.
Well, I'm just speaking for myself. Everybody does everything differently, but I know for me, becoming a gospel artist or wanting to embark on being a artist, period, there had to be an investment. You have to spend money. And I know that everybody's budgets aren't the same. Mm-hmm. I was fortunate enough to have my brother invest in me. Mm-hmm. And
big time.
As well as some others have sold into my life and told me, you know, whenever you get ready to do anything on a bigger scale, I'll help you. Mm-hmm. So,
but let me say this. There are so many people that's willing to help Erica because she is the same all of the time. And it kind of makes me mad. Because some people, we know, have ran their mouth about her or feel a certain way about her because they're jealous of her talent. And I don't understand why people are jealous of other people's talent. It's enough for everybody to fit in. Don't be so, what's the word am I looking for? That you can't respect.
Hateful.
Hateful.
That's all I can say. It's 365 days of a year. It's 24 hours in a day. It's 7 days a week. It's 60 minutes in an hour. Everybody has the same amount of time to do whatever it is they want to do. So you cannot blame your successlessness on anybody else but yourself. So
and it takes work.
When
you hear some of the people's stories, like even actors and actresses that have been in it for 20 and 25 years, and then bam, they get the hit, but they never gave up. They kept vesting in themselves. You have to vest. You have to know how important you are. A person can keep coming and telling you, oh, you're talented, you're this, that. You have to know it. You have to know it for yourself, and you have to be willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. A lot of people were asking me, why haven't you done anything? I didn't do anything because I didn't have the money. Mm-hmm. I did not have the money, enough money to do what it was I wanted to do. So I waited. And finally my brother was like, okay, what do you want to do? Okay, let's do this. And I told him who I wanted to work with. And he was like, okay, find out how much it's going to be. I did. He gave me the money. If I didn't do that, eventually I was going to start fundraising, because me and Nikki even talked about it. But she's built relationships, I promise you, with people that if she called them right now, she doesn't take advantage of all the perks that she has with individuals. Because she's lovable and the same. She's not fake, you know. But being genuine goes a long way, and a person can read whether a person is genuine or not. Yes. Mommy has always told me to have a discernment, and I have a good one. Hallelujah.
She has a mother's spirit.
I do. I have my mother's spirit. I think I have my mother's anointing.
She does.
Yeah.
And again, when it came down to me recording my single, I reached out to a world-renowned producer, somebody that's worked, and I've never even said this before. One of the reasons, or one of the things that drew me to Michael Burrell was the fact that he produced for one of my favorite praise and worship leaders and artists, Judith McAllister. So that's the sound that I wanted. I knew that I got him, he was gonna make whatever it was I had going on happen.
But what did people say? I mean, why you have to go and
why did you have to go way to
I
LA?
produced, sir. What have you produced? Can you name it? I mean, all kind of people were coming with attitudes about why did she go to. She went to who she wanted to go to. He has a spirit of perfection, and I'm gonna tell you, I was in the studio because I'm one of the background singers on that. That single.
She is.
Sick as a dog. I was so sick that I wore the same clothes every day.
Pretty much both days.
And Mike Burrell even had the nerves enough to say, "You wearing the same clothes?" I almost told him something, but you know, I was so sick I couldn't, because I told him I can give you a fashion show every minute. Don't play with me. But to sit and watch him in the studio, literally come up with those intricate parts.
When he got here.
When he got here, we were in the studio, but to sit and watch him come up with those parts
on the spot,
unbelievable.
On the spot.
And I understood why she got him. He's talented.
He is. I didn't have to do nothing but sing my part, and was messing up on that a bunch of times.
And his ear was so keen. He was like, he pressed the button. Who is that? We be Erica? At some point he said, Erica, I'm gonna make you sit down.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Like, if I tell you how much that one single costs, it probably equals up to, I'm not even gonna say.
Don't even give a number. It
but
was expensive.
I'm not telling you have to do that. But at the end of the day, you have to want better for yourself.
If you're gonna put a single out, can it be a single that you can get on the stage and sing? Everybody getting up talking about, I done did a recording, I done came up with this song, I done came up with that song.
The goal is to sing your own song. Y'all, I sang Big Victor so much last year, I was sick.
She's tired of it, but I told her
sick of Big
the song had really, it hadn't hit yet. Because she's going to do a video.
Yeah.
And this is all in the marketing of the gospel arena. She put the single out.
Preparation.
And she's had people in her life like J. Michael.
One thing I needed to do was get a website. I didn't have no website.
She did it.
I was over at Boiling Brew and he was in there. He was like, Erica, what you doing? What okay, the single's out, it's hot. I'm playing it. What else? What we got? He was like, you need to get a website. One day I just sat down and did it. And I have a .com, theericajones.com, not a .net, .com. And I pay every month for that to keep going, because if you don't, it's gonna shut down. You have to invest. When it comes to you putting out your single, you want to have a good cover. You want somebody to design.
It has to be attractive.
Yeah.
It has to be eye-catching. In the marketing world, even in the gospel arena, it has to be eye-catching.
You see first.
You see first.
Yes.
And that's just
before the mouth opens. You see.
You see flyers. You see visuals. You see. So if I scroll past something that just got a date and a time on it, and it just looked like a picture, and it's not a flyer to say, okay, Nicole Sanders will be doing blah blah blah. 9 times out of 10,
you don't.
People call me and say, well, did you know such and such is doing such and such? I said, no, you didn't see the flyer, so I go back and look at it. I say, that was a flyer.
And listen, shout out to Copper Top, Jared Davis. Jared Davis did my cover. Jared Davis did almost every flyer that I did last year when I went on the Brenda. He did her mom's.
It looked like it was coming off the page.
Everybody was like, it's 3D.
Yeah.
Every flyer that I did last year, not the ones that you saw me on that somebody else invited me to, but if it was something I was doing, he did it. Again, invest. My brother taught me that.
But even in the marketing world, in the gospel arena, when you know you're going to have a program it is important to get that information out early. But if you put something up today and you having something tomorrow, you hadn't thought about it. So since you didn't think about it, I'm not gonna think about it to watch it. Hallelujah.
It's always you're competing with the world. Competing. And at this point in the pandemic, and everybody's doing these live concerts and live DJ sets and live whatever it is, you are competing because now you got Timberland and Swiss Beats that's doing these verses. So you got these major artists that are doing these battles.
We must understand that. That's my very important voice. In the gospel arena, this is my LaTanya Tanyo's voice. In investing in ourselves, we don't want to be like a merry-go-round.
Come on, say it.
You know, the merry-go-round, what does it do? What does it do? It just keeps going round and round. We know one of them horses ain't gonna, like, they got a merry-go-round up at the mall, upstairs. We know that one of them horses ain't gonna take off and go down to Lady Foot Locker. It's just gonna keep going around. And that's, and I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying that's not my thing. Singing is not. Hey, my mom wanted us to record. She still wants us to record. Yes, we are a talented family. That we don't want to do that. But I can use my skills from the secular with my church in the gospel arena. And some of us need to be able to take criticism. Some of you take criticism as, oh, you hating on me.
Shade.
And some of you are some of the shadiest people that I know. Fake as I don't know what.
Yeah.
You got a post every day on Facebook that's about 10 paragraphs that I scroll past through because the Lord done spoke to you so much you didn't sleep last night. He just kept you up talking to you. But my question is, he got a word to tell to the people. What does he have to tell to you, my love? What?
What is he saying? What is he saying?
What is he saying? He's saying stop. They making that up. Lying. See, let me tell you something. When Mattie Moss told Denise, was it Denise? I don't know which one it was.
Well, she probably told all of them. Probably was telling them all.
You gonna live what you sing about? That's profound. You're gonna live what you sing about. You're gonna live what you preach about. Because a lot of us in this gospel arena, preaching, singing, whatever it is, we know that we are not trying to live our best lives according to the Word of God. I've been in that situation where I knew I was not living my life according to the Word of God like I was supposed to. I used to get up when I ended up doing praise and worship at our church by default. My sister had surgery, foot surgery, and I had to fill in her spot for like 4 to 5 weeks. So Tanya actually got upset. She was like, "Mommy, she ain't giving my position back." Well, I kept getting up every Sunday saying the same thing over and over. What you saying, Nikki? This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad. Finally, Mommy said, "You get up there and you say it one more time." She said, "You ain't living nothing. That's why you can't give the people anything." She didn't know what I was doing, but she knew I wasn't right. And I wasn't on Facebook telling people what God said to do. And some of you on Facebook telling people what God said, you do it first. You be the first partaker. Because what you think, people don't know. This is incorrect English. Peoples know. Peoples know. So stop it. Yeah. For me now, Facebook is just being fun. Yeah, it's kind of, you know, posting stuff that's laughter. But back in the day, I would pop off here and there when I needed to when it pertained to my sister or anybody else. But other than that, Facebook has become the platform for
everything. For every
over
advice. preaching.
But how could you give advice and you act the way you act? I've seen with my own eyes. We go to musicals or whatever. People hug on different people. And before the person has turned their back, they done said something negative.
Yeah.
So, for me, you know, I don't go to musicals or anything like I used to.
I don't
Probably
know
because
much.
of a lot of times I don't feel good.
Nikki is listen, Nikki presses through a lot. Nikki has a lot of stuff going on with her, and with the things that she's had to endure, I don't know how she's even this strong. But a lot of times Nikki doesn't have the strength to go out to musicals. Nikki doesn't have
so if you talking about me, I don't care.
she comes from dialysis and gets straight into bed and remains there.
And when I do have my good days, I want to spend it with my people that I love and have fun and you know, before COVID hit, you know, have fun, go out and eat and stuff like that. Because some of you feel a certain kind of way because you said people don't come to they musicals and this, that, and the other. No, I'm not. What do I call them? Sock hops. No, I'll pass.
I don't know what that is.
I just come up with stuff off the top of my head. Sock hops. I'll pass, you know. And I don't, some people might say I'm coming from a place of judgment. If I press to come out, I need to hear something that's going to encourage me. I don't want to see self. I want to see anointing.
Yeah.
I don't want to see skill sets. I want to see anointing.
Or feel anointing or hear anointing.
Exactly. For me. So, some of you shady folks, stop it. Stop it. Because you're also cutting off where you can go musically as well. Because I'm going to tell you, and I guess this is turning in a different direction, God going to walk you down.
Ooh.
You can keep playing with him if you want to. He going to walk you down like he did me. I got diagnosed in 2016 with IgA neuropathy. My numbers, when they take your numbers, 0 is excellent. At that time, I was at a 6. And I'm so glad I sought out younger doctors. I said, I want younger doctors. So my doctor, Dr. Lussey, was like, you're too young. We're not going to do dialysis. Put me on high dosages of antibiotics. Brought my numbers down to like a 1.5. So Dr. Lussey was like, that's a success. We're going to put you on steroids, blah, 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 blah. Year and a half later, I'm feeling lethargic. Can't make it through my kickboxing classes. I already knew. First thing Dr. Lussey said was dialysis. And I kept a brave face on for people because I had to digest.
Yeah, that's a lot.
The diagnosis.
That's a lot.
So I'm like, me? 6 months. 6 months. Sick as a dog. I guess my family really didn't know until I got up one Sunday morning and broke down and started crying and was trying to warn the people. Warn the people's now. And that's when Tanya realized how sick I was. I said, well, let me go on to the doctor. And my creatinine was 31. Y'all know the story, I done told that. But he walked me down to where I was at a wall. And all I could do was look up at Jesus. But we're playing with God. We're singing about what God can do and all the above. We're preaching about what God thus said the Lord. And you know you ain't living nothing.
Right.
You know you're not even trying.
Nope.
So all I can say about that is stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. So the compensation in the gospel arena happens when you put your time in. Put your time in. Payday is coming after a while. Put your time in. Payday is coming after a while. Hey, when you can put your time in, you don't have to do no free services. And see, people take advantage of friendships. And I'm probably taking over this and getting there. Friendships. Would you come and do this? Would you come and do that? Would you come and do this? Sure, but now there's a fee. And then it's oh, she thinks she's something else. No, I don't think I'm anything else. Nothing else. Something else. I just think I'm due what I'm due. So if you can't pay me, then don't ask me. You get somebody for free. And that's what you're going to get. It's going to be for free. Y'all got to stop taking advantage of people. For real. Mm-hmm. At this stage in Erica's career, she has a single out, a successful single. Her single was played on Isaac Carey's
XM Radio.
Saturday.
Kirk Franklin Station.
Kirk Franklin Station Saturday. That song, she don't realize it still hadn't hit. When it hit, I prophesied to her. Once you put your time in, you get paid, baby.
Yes, yes.
And it is what it is. Just know what your value is. Know what your value is.
That is it. Mm-hmm. Know what your value is. Stop letting people take advantage of you. Once you know how valuable you are, if they don't even call you no more. So.
And be ready for critique. Erica brings stuff to me like she's doing a lot of our technology for the church. And I'm like, it's fine, Erica. She's like, She has a weird eye, but it's an eye of excellence. Then she'll say, well, Nikki, do you think such and such? And I'll be like, no, Erica, I don't think that's a wise idea. And she takes it. Mm-hmm. She takes it. She doesn't take it as shade or criticism or I'm coming from a bad place. And some friendships have been ruined because
people have been honest.
People have been honest, and it was taken in the wrong way. And now y'all are not even talking. That's not right. Because you don't know everything.
No, ain't nobody's perfect.
When J. Michael poured into her spirit, he was basically saying, get off your butt.
Yeah.
Just because you put out a single and it's doing, pretty well. He was like, so, you got more work to do.
What's next to come?
What's next to come?
You have to follow up with something better. The next thing has to be better than the first thing you did, and then so on and so on.
You build.
You have to build.
Yeah.
You can't put something out and then just say, oh, it's out. I can just say I have a single out.
I just think people just want to make $10 real quick and put up $10 in their pocket real quick. I mean, why? There has to be an agenda behind the thing.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am the Erica Jones with my bestie,
Nicole Sanders.
And we're here to finish our video that we started on yesterday. Basically talking about preparation, presentation, and compensation by way of pay. PPC, and we've said a lot in the video, one of the things that I was saying was that you need to have an agenda behind when you put out this music. It shouldn't be that you just walking around saying that you have a single out, and what's really shameful is if you have a single out and when you have a chance to sing on the bigger stage, you can't even sing your song because the production, the mastering wasn't done. It was poor.
Yeah, I hate to say it was poor. Yeah.
Yes. When it comes to recording, get a good song, write a good song, or find a good song from somebody that has written a good song, and then you have to seek out a producer.
You can write your own songs.
I just said.
Oh, I thought you said find a good song.
I said that after
the problem with some of these writing our own songs is that's the problem. See, it's nothing with asking for help.
Yeah.
Some of us are gifted. Like I think I'm gifted to write, but it's just jumbled thoughts in my head. And I've gone to her and asked her for help, and she's laughed at me. But I'm gonna come out with a song concerning my journey that I've been on with since this diagnosis. I have a song that the Lord used to give me songs when I was younger all the time. Like the Lord gave me a praise and worship song at Acts Outreach one time, and I sang it. And you was like, where did you get that from? It just popped in my head, and I called Chris that morning, sent him a voice note, and he just carried on with it. But
well, that's where the producer comes into play, because sometimes you can come up with songs and don't really know how to bring it to pass. So if you get a good producer like the one that I had, guy can sing, he can write, he can play. So if I bring an idea to him, of course I have to give him credit because he has helped me. Right.
But he will be able to help me out
and just look forward to what she about. She got this song that she gonna work on next. Gonna blow y'all minds. But you know, we don't want to hold you all much longer, but we just want to reiterate. Please don't think this is criticism. Shade, hate. None. It's just observation, and we're not the best.
We're not perfect. No, nobody.
We're just saying what our experience is and what has allowed us to be successful in the secular as well as the gospel arena. So let's get it together. Let's stop doing these raggedy things. Just throwing stuff together. God, there's a spirit of excellence.
There should be a spirit of excellence
that needs to go on in
anything that you do.
Yeah,
I've said this numerous times.
Mm-hmm.
In anything that you do, I feel like there should be a spirit of excellence. I mean, if that means cooking,
mm-hmm.
you need to get the right ingredients,
mm-hmm.
good ingredients,
and you need to be clean. You need to be clean when you cook now.
Oh my God, why did I even say that?
You know, some people, I'm just not gonna eat from you because your presentation ain't right. Okay.
Why did I even say? This girl got a sidebar for every.
Well, I do. I'm Earthel's child, but you know, PPC.
PPC.
Put your time in. Payday is coming after a while. Put your time in. Payday is coming after a while.
So if you put your time in, as far as you know how you prepare your presentation, you'll get compensated in the long run.
Yep.
But if you don't put anything into it, do not expect to reap a harvest.
Right.
Because nobody's going to pay attention.
And you have to be a blessing to someone else in order for, it's called reciprocity.
Come on.
We can't walk around here with the spirits in the gospel arena jealous of other individuals because they're talented. It's enough, like I said before, for everybody. But reciprocity, it comes back to you, baby, every time. Reciprocity.
Yes, so are we done?
We are done. This might not have been as funny as our other.
It
but
is.
We try to put little side notes here and there.
Sidebars and stories for everything.
I do.
Just talk too much.
Uh-huh.
I'm just playing. Anyway, I think y'all been watching my YouTube channel because of her, so I'm not gonna be mad.
Y'all watch her fashion tips. This girl got it going on.
No, I do all right, but
anyway.
When you came, listen, when she came on my page, first video, I was like, y'all don't care about me. Y'all just care about Nicole Sylynn Sanders. Because every time I go somewhere, man, that lady that be, I'm like, what about me? I didn't say nothing funny. I didn't make you want to watch the video? Nah,
it's all right. We're going to take this on the road, though. We're going to take this on the road.
We got to polish up just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because we ramble a lot.
We do. I like to, though.
Like we're doing now.
Well, the pandemic is going on. Let's ramble.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, we have gotten people saying to say to us, y'all can talk about anything. We don't care. Just
somebody said talk about candles. See, this candle smells good. And it's Mary Mimosa.
Until next time, I am the Erica Jones signing off.
And I am the Nicole Sylynn Sanders.
Don't be taking my handle. Anyway, until next time, y'all have a good one. Peace.